Hello, dear folks. Welcome to the show. My dear audience, I love you so much. Because I love you, we try everything we can to bring you information about the new year to look ahead. Talking about New Year, though, even starting the first day, we mentioned there are new laws to respect. There are new laws. You like it, you don't like it, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. It says that from higher wages to ban of food to legalizing marijuana, and here's everything, right? So I put this eyebrows raising laws to my audiences to see if you would feel happy or not happy about it. So joining me is my good friend, a beautiful lady, and of course, a successful attorney at law of Southern California, based out Los Angeles downtown and Irvine downtown, right?
Yes.
Oh, those are expensive areas. So, all right, good, good, good. Well, when you can afford offices in those areas, you are better off. I can't.
Yeah, I would like to be in a very busy area so that we can cover
Yeah,
a
sure.
lot of Asian communities.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there are some new laws being imposed as starting of January 1st in California as well as the other 49 states of the United States, right? And I found some of the laws are very interesting, if not hilarious. Right? So I would like to first entertain our audiences with some of the laws I feel interesting or hilarious. How about that?
That's good.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
And I need your comment, right? Okay. I bring the laws, you give me the comment, right? I know you might not be an expert in every area I mentioned, but as attorney, you know more than I do, for sure, right?
Yeah, so I'll try to shed some light to the
Okay.
extent that I know.
Very good.
Thank you, Jack.
Now, in New York, there's a law saying after Brooklyn tattoo artist inked his pit bull during a surgery and posted it online this year. New York has now banned all tattoos, piercings, or fashion body modifications of any pets. So penalties ranging up to 15 days in jail and up to $250 as a fine. So how do you feel about that as attorney?
Yeah, I think that that's a good law because
is? Okay.
because the pets, obviously we live in the US where animal rights are very important.
I see.
And the issue is animals don't talk to you. They cannot say, okay, it's hurtful to me and I don't want it, or yes, I'd like to be tattooed. So for that reasons, because pets cannot give consent or refusal to being tattooed, I think this is a good law to pass.
I see.
Yeah,
I
because
see.
especially there are some people
sure.
who don't treat the pets fair way.
Exactly.
So it can be actually dangerous to pets.
I see, I see. Oh, all right. And also, especially in the case, it also mentions in the law, though, any modification of the body is illegal, right?
That's correct.
When we say that, does that refer to some cases that somebody cut the tail off
Yes.
of a baby dog so
Yes.
that dog doesn't have a tail swinging all the time like that?
Yes, of course, because body modification. Once again, it goes to the consent issue. It's just like a minor cannot give you consent to whether certain medical procedures are
I see.
appropriate or not. So the same way, because pets cannot talk or give consent to certain action by the owners, I think that this law is really good to protect the animal rights.
Well, all right. That's very good. That's very positive. I take that too. And I find myself like that too. Even though I do not raise pets myself, I believe that the animal rights should be respected. And for reference, last time I was in China, I came across a very nice fur coat right, for a friend of mine. And I really hesitated to buy it or not buy it, because I consider myself animal rights supporter, a proactive animal rights supporter, not supposed to see anybody nearby me wearing that, right? And good enough that I have a good friend, his wife of very famous actors from China. And the other day at the film festival, she was wearing some kind of decoration of a fur, piece of fur, looking around everybody. Everybody was looking at her in a strange eye. She said, just probably, Jack, I should take it off. I said, well,
nervous.
not bad. I don't blame you if you did. And she took it off. So people are getting it. That's the concern. That's the spread, right? So
That's correct.
I respect that law. Joining me today is my good friend, Madam Sunny Park. As a matter of fact, I would rather prefer calling her original name Young Sun Park, right?
That's correct.
Young Sun Park. Young Sun, oh my God. Our sun is only like 40 billion years old. That's still Young Sun, right?
That's correct. My grandfather gave it to me. The meaning is in Chinese. Meaning is bright and generous. So
I
just
see.
shining your to to a lot of people.
That's exactly what we're here for. We're here for sunlight. We're here for the upbeat of life. We don't want to bring any negativities to our show. Even though there are criticism, we criticize for better.
That's
Right?
correct.
Very good. With Young San, we're moving along with some funny laws that I would like to mention just for the purpose of recreation. Gas price, right? So, and the paragraph says gas price is too low in California, right? They hate it. Now, a controversial law to go into effect in 2015 is a new tax on gasoline meant to curb greenhouse emissions. Depending on the sources, the tax is expected to range between 4 and 19%. That's a big chunk.
Right.
Right, that's a big chunk. Though someday it could add up to an extra 75 cents per gallon of those paying at the pump. So, what's your comment as an attorney, please?
I guess
I know you're not an energy expert, but to tax people in a way like that, is it legal or not legal?
Tax issues are very political, and oil issues are very political as well.
Okay.
And obviously, as a consumer, just oil price goes down is actually a good thing for us. But then on the other hand, as an overall, as a society, is it good? Because a lot of energy-related industries have been affected by the oil price. So in a sense that taxing based upon energy not only is politically motivated issues, but also as a overall as a society, whether just going down, just falling gas price is going to be a really good thing. That's the question that we need to ask.
But the problem is, Sonny, what we have is a situation that they refers to not a political issue. They refers to environmental.
That's correct.
In other words, they are dragging a political matter into an environmental issue so that it make it legit. Do you think that move itself makes sense to people, especially to California taxpayers?
Right. I think, sometimes people get mixed up with, political issues versus environmental issues. And obviously, all of us want to be environmentally conscious people. But, this oil price affects not only the U.S., California, as well as U.S. and global. And it has become a big issue. Tax issues, going back to tax issues on us, certain tax can be, excise tax. Especially in California, everybody is heavily depending on cars. Without cars, we cannot really move around. So we get so heavily affected by tax on gas.
All right, good. And Sonny, basically, I have no problem about people turn to consider about environment protection. As a matter of fact, I really feel obligated to do my part to contribute to the whole efforts, right? The problem is that what we see is just the contrary. Sometimes it's hilarious. Take the Davos conference in Sweden, for example, right? So there are 1,600 private jets going there, 1,600 flights by private jets going there to attend a conference talking about environmental protection. Tell me how much pollution they produce.
That's right, especially when that private jet, one private jet only accommodate one or two very wealthy
Exactly,
people.
exactly, right? And now people, there is one person who made his fortune, out of gasoline, right? Now promoting for alternative energy, calling for that. And he has the money to do so, money which is made out of gasoline. Is that a joke? And there's another joke, right? A mayor running for his re-election, right? Going against the legalization of marijuana. And it says, quote unquote, at one of the public speech, extensive exposure to marijuana not only cause you your short-term memory, but also it costs you your short-term memory. Does that make sense to you? Right?
It doesn't.
Yeah. The guy making the statement going against the legalization of marijuana while smoking marijuana, right? So this is our world. California, we're talking about. I get my tank filled last week for $2.29, which I like very much. It's a number that was a long time no see, right? Now you're talking about putting 75% on top, bringing us back to over $3. So we're back on the same page.
Right. That's
on the
correct.
original page, right? So is there a way we can do to overturn it?
The law has passed, so that means it has to be, we have to find a way to basically overturn, legislatively. So we need to see how the public's reaction to this law would be, and then go from there.
All right. So today, joining me in a discussion about new laws imposed into starting of New Year of 2015. As of starting January the 1st, one of the laws about California is that our tax prices is our gasoline price is too low. They just hate it, right? They made it even higher by charging another additional 4 to 19% of our gasoline price. Somehow we may end up to extra 75 cents. No, 75 or 79? No, excuse me, 76. We may end up extra 76 cents, 76 pennies per gallon on top, right? So joining me is my good friend, Young Sun Park, and she is my close friend to the show also. And I would like to get her opinion. But anyway, when there's a law, there's a law. Law is a law. Well, so we, the people, can do nothing but be governed by laws. That's a poor side of the whole story. Let's take a short moment. When we come back, we'll talk about California other laws, please.